hold on to Chris Brown and beating Rihanna. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
don't understand why people keep talking about that. It was forever ago. They were both very young, and he had just had his first herpes outbreak from her giving him the herpes.
ooh, my.
Like, how the did you know what I mean? Like people don't understand what happened that night, and that's because Jay-Z worked so hard to change the narrative of that night. Now, Rihanna was only 14, 15 when he started with her and signed to the Def Jam. It's clear to say that the herpes that she had came from the person she had been most sexually involved with, and that was Sean Carter. So here it is. Chris Brown has his first herpes outbreak from his celebrity girlfriend who he was set up with, and it was supposed to be this and it was supposed to be that. And he was there so people wouldn't pay attention to the fact that she was Jay-Z, underage. Jay-Z gave her the herpes that she gave to Chris Brown. And that first night, when he had that outbreak and he busted into Clive Davis's house and said, "Where the f- is this dirty shit?" I can't fault him for that. He had this is beautiful, tall, wonderful. Chris Brown, she didn't ruin him. She ruined him at 19 years old. He's got the Jay-Z herpes.
oh,
And it's unfair. Because now that's a part of his story. And Rihanna ain't innocent. Because she was in there giving that a job in the closet when Chris Brown came in. He said, she always sucking something. Then he said, "I'm done with you." And he stormed out of Clive Davis's house, got into his very expensive car, and Rihanna chased after him. She gets in the car and started fighting on him because he embarrassed her for calling her a sucking and saying in front of everybody that she gave him the herpes at Clive Davis's house the night before the Grammys. She in the car trying to pick him up. They're speeding on the Pacific Coast Highway, and you know Pacific Coast Highway, very steep. She could have killed the both of them fighting him while he was trying to just get the fuck away from her. Because Lord knows he couldn't get away from the herpes.
oh,
And he hit her back. Calm down.
my.
And all of this is happening while he's doing damn near 100 miles per hour in a sports car on Pacific Coast Highway while he's still trying to register that he is beautiful Chris Brown and his now trash at 19
My.
because he got set up with a that was who gave her herpes. And that's what happened. And people wonder why I speak up for Chris Brown. That's why. And if I'm lying, all of them can sue me, even you, Riri. Have fun.
My.
Keep your snatch to yourself.
That actually sounds more like the truth in comparison to anything I've heard about the situation.
That's what happened that night, and I know because I was at the party.
No, Jaguar Wright goes crazy on Jay-Z. She goes crazy on Rihanna while defending Chris Brown. And a lot of people, they only jump and say that Chris Brown did this and Chris Brown did that. But Jaguar Wright is sharing her story on the night it happened. And remember, she said she was at the party. No, how did she know some of the things? Like, for example, how fast the car was going? I don't know. But I want you guys to listen fully and listen thoroughly because she is not finished. You guys think you heard it all? Well, you are wrong. She is not finished. So I want you guys to watch the full video and listen thoroughly and then let me know your thoughts and perspective because this is crazy. This one here is crazy. Jay-Z gave Rihanna herpes and then she gave Chris Brown herpes. Like, that in itself is absolutely crazy. But I'm gonna shut up and stop my talking. Remember to drop a like and subscribe, show some love. Drop a like and subscribe, show some love.
It was the last Clive Davis kissed the pinky ring party I ever went to.
Ooh.
And then they sat there and Jay-Z and them get on the radio and they talk shit about that little boy. And then they put together that whole sham and then have him arrested on the red carpet just to make sure America hated him for defending himself against that crazy. I mean, she's sexy as shit and she's pure, and she has all of my respect when it comes to the whole game.
Ooh.
But you ruined Chris Brown's life, and you knew you ruined his life, and the only reason you did it was because your pimp Jay-Z told you to, so that he could cover up the fact that he started with 14 when he was damn near 30 years old. No, he was 30 years old. Like I said, R. Kelly should not be in jail by himself.
Ooh.
They ruined that young man's life. Chris Brown is brilliant, and I want everybody to leave him alone. Sores on his at 19, and he was Chris Brown.
That's why it looked like that. I knew it was something. I was like, girl, ever since I seen this, I was like, girl, I want none of that. I want none of that, girl. Like Chris no more.
Gave him the Jay-Z herpes.
Girl, I knew something was wrong with that. That look all out of sync, girl. I was like, oh no.
That beautiful young man, and they ruined him.
That's why he's so angry all the time.
He should be angry. Shit, if I was Rihanna, I'd have choked the shit out. If I was him, I'd have choked the shit out that too. You give me herpes and then I come to confront you and you got another in your mouth?
My.
If people only knew the kind of shit Sean Carter has been doing behind the scenes for decades. If people only knew that Rihanna's father was right down the hall when she was in the conference room, Jay-Z for that $500,000 deal, and he got that check cut.
Tell me about your audition with Jay-Z. Tell me what he said to you.
A really good audition.
And what did he say to you? He said something to you.
Oh yes, he said, we don't sing songs here, we sing artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, and we're interested. And there was this sudden feel of relief.
But then he said something about a window and a door or something.
Oh, then he said, he did it whole word.
I did a lot of homework on you, this lady.
He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal signed or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
I heard the record, and I was really afraid of the record. It was so big that I thought the record would be bigger than her.
Right.
I thought the record, she would be the Pon de Replay girl.
Forever.
Yeah, but I took the meeting anyway. I said, let me just meet her. And
beautiful
when
girl.
I met her that day, I knew she was a star. Like, just her look, the way she walked into a room and her confidence, and she performed in my office.
And she was, what, 17 years old at that point?
She was 16.
16, and she has the confidence of it. She's like an old soul in a sense, right?
Absolutely.
So she walks in your office, and what, she just belts out a tune?
Belts out a tune, she performs, and I tell her, there's no way out of this office. I signed her that day.
Wow. When she's your artist, she must be generating a fortune, right?
Yeah, well.
I mean, if you retired tomorrow, you could just run her career and make a ton of dough. Am I correct?
No.
I'm wrong?
No, I have expensive taste.
Oh, you do?
No, Jaguar Wright said she was at the party, even though she said that, for example, when she said that the car was going, 100 miles per hour, I was like, how do you know that? How do you know that they're in the closet and like stuff like that? Certain things I'm not sure how she knew. Probably someone at the party told her that saw it. I'm not sure, but she said she was at the party. It was the night before the Grammy. It was at Clive Davis' home, and Rihanna was going down, and Jay-Z and Chris Brown caught them. He flipped out, saw a celebrity girl basically cheating. He stormed off. Rihanna ran behind him. She got in the car. They started to fight while he was driving. And in Jaguar Wright, that is how the story goes. But, Jay-Z having herpes, giving that to Rihanna. Rihanna giving that to Chris Brown. And then for Chris Brown to stay silent, Jay-Z painted and created and painted the narrative that, Chris Brown is an abuser and he's not innocent, but Rihanna is innocent. He's innocent. I'm just laying out the points that Jaguar Wright made. But here's a question. Do you guys believe it? Do you guys believe Jaguar Wright's story? Let me know down in the comment section. No, what I will say is that I won't be surprised if it's true. Honestly, I won't be surprised. Like, if you asked me these stuff around 3 years back, I would be surprised about some of these stuff 3 to 4 years back. But learning about stuff, stuff that came to light, stuff that got exposed, it made me realize that you should not be surprised when stuff like these are said. I'm not agreeing that it's true. I'm not agreeing that it's false, because honestly, I'm not there and there's not enough solid proof. We're only assuming of Jaguar Wright's word, right? Once again, as I said, she was at the party.
Signed it that night. We didn't let her leave the office.
Really?
The 3 a.m. was when that contract got signed. So from the meeting around 3, 4 in the afternoon, we signed it by 3 a.m.
Wow.
That day. I was absolutely certain.
How often does that happen? I mean, that's
not often.
That's unheard of, right?
That's not. Yeah. I mean, to get lawyers to draft up contracts and then the other side to agree to contracts in 10 hours that's retarded.
No, it's very crazy if you ask me. Very crazy. Chris Brown has never yet said something like this. What, will he be too ashamed to include the herpes section? Probably yes, but he has never said that Rihanna was the first one to attack him or stuff like that. And he has never said that he caught Rihanna, going down on Jay-Z. He has never, said those stuff. He has always just took the blame and moved on. Right? We have seen where both of them, said hi and bye to each other, throughout time after that situation. But as I said, none of them have came out and said something that is similar to Jaguar Wright's story. And honestly, I don't think they will ever do it unless they're extremely pressured to do it. But the Jigga Man always finds himself in the conversation. I don't know how, I don't know why, but Jay-Z needs to be studied. Like, that is why they say you can never win against him, because he's the slickest man alive. He's the slickest man in the game. And it's starting to make sense, right? In his words, he held a 16-year-old in his office until 3 a.m. A 16-year-old. When he was talking about the first time he met her, I was sort of suspicious. But obviously we do not know facts. We only can assume and say what we believe, but we do not know facts because Rihanna has never yet confirmed these stuff. She has never yet even spoken on these stuff, right? So from that stance, Jay-Z is innocent. Until Rihanna or Chris Brown speak on those stuff, they are innocent. And that's just the truth, whether you believe it or whether you not. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your perspective down in the comment section. But let me know your thoughts and perspective down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys believe. Let me know what you guys do not believe. Leave it down in the comment section. I'm very interested to see what you guys have to say. Remember to drop a like and subscribe, as it helps out a lot and it'll be greatly appreciated. I want to say thank you for your time and thank you guys so much for watching. It is your boy Premium Celeb, and as usual, your boy is out.